Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture, as we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Arizona comes out with another first down. On the run, it's Stevenson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's open. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Down, West Virginia.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, so close to the touchdown there, but the catch was pulled in out of bounds. It's incomplete.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long.
4-2 Spider.
They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, the ground game. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineer!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll leave it with him. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
1st down, West Virginia.
He wants to throw. Using the quick game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the quick pass.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 7, Arizona 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves them with 3rd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take care of it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Fisher. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down mark.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Quarterback checking off. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Running back carry ball. Marked out of bounds at the 36. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll just down it right there. Chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me...
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. Give to the running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
Now, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're bringing heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass hits. Picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. He'll call for the fair catch here. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Arizona offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Arizona! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do. But step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Okay, ready?
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. one running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going for those spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
Just plowing ahead. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love working this slot receiver. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Arizona right back to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
With the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 2nd and 14. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless you're... your tight ends, and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick release by the QB.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, West Virginia 24, Arizona 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can want. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Which one in this spin cycle? Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll try the right side. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He'll try the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. number 9 on this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man by himself. He is smashing people. Touchdown, Arizona. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell. He broke with the football. He caught it in stride. Gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 31 over Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
When you run those track routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Pocket starts to collapse. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He wants to pass it on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with the pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And third down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to fourth down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.